Come in.
You. Man, what a shitty day, man. The weather's bad. I'm gonna tell you about my day. I got to work today, and I have a flat tire. Halfway down the road, flat tire. I call AAA, say, hey, it's gonna be 45 minutes till I get there. And then they call me back.
I got freaking cut off before I even got to the intersection today. Before the intersection. Then I get to work. I got 6 covers to get done, right? I'm busting my ass. UPS was supposed to be there at noontime. Didn't come until like 3 o'clock. I had to stay there, work extra time on there. I need a freaking beer.
I guess I could use one too.
Come in.
You, dude, what a day today. So the weather's bad enough as it is, right? So I go on my way to work today, has a flat tire, I have a flat tire. I call AAA because I have roadside assistance. I call them and say, hey, I have a freaking flat tire, obviously. They're like, oh, don't worry, 45 minutes, we'll be out there. After an hour and a half, they call me and say, hey, we're gonna be another 45 minutes. So now it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. Tell me it's gonna be 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I have to call my boss and say, hey, I'm gonna be 45 minutes late. Then I'm an extra hour and a half late after that. So I get to work, I'm getting bitched at by him all freaking day. And then I only hit my sales quota for the day. I mean, what a shitty day today was.
I told you to get new tires, dude. They're bald, man. I told you that a long time ago. Your boss is a dick anyway. I told you to get a new job. The plant's hiring. Why didn't you put an application in there, man? You could be making mad money. You need a beer, dude.
Well, you're right about that.
Come in.
Yo, dude. Man, what a day. I think this weather's bad. My way to work today, I have a freaking flat tire, right? Worst thing ever. So I'm calling, I have AAA, so it's not that bad. I say, hey, I have a flat tire, come get me. So we'll be there in about 45 minutes. I wait 45 minutes, play a little bit of Candy Crush, whatever that it's called. All of a sudden they call me, we're gonna be there an hour and a half later. So I'm like, oh, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I just called my boss, so I'd be 45 minutes late to work. Now I'm 2.5 hours late to work. But by the time I get there, he's bitching at me all day. Well, you should have told me 45, it falls to me 2 hours. Like, I control what AAA does. I have no control over what they do. Sorry, they were busy with the weather. What am I supposed to do about it? And then on top of everything else, I don't hit my sales quotas. Now I'm stressed out. If I don't hit it tomorrow, then I'm screwed for the whole entire month. It's one thing after another. I'm having a hard time dealing with it, to be honest with you.
Man, that sucks. Yo, if you need anything, just let me know.
You know what I do need? A nice cold beer.
Ah, no problem.
Thanks for listening. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys enjoyed our little presentation. Little skit. So we're trying to change it up and keep it more things a little fresher, more fresh.
Yeah, instead of just sitting down, starting out, and just talking about something, we wanted to show you a couple different scenarios.
Scenarios.
So the big question is
what kind of friend are you?
Yeah, what kind of friend are you?
What kind of friend are you?
You know, it's a good question because, you know, going through the scenarios is that I think I've been to some of those different friends at different times.
Different in different situations.
Yeah.
I think, and different situations. So you could be, so there's two ways to look at it. What kind of friend are you on your end and on my end? Am I the kind of friend that comes in and bitches about everything every single day because I'm a miserable son of a bitch? Maybe. So maybe you're tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, because there are some people that
they always want to complain. So you can go either way. But in this scenario, let's consider me just have a guy who's having a bad day and I'm not the typical complainer.
Yeah, we're concentrating on the other guy.
On him.
Right.
What kind of friend are you?
Right. And the first situation was basically is what he is like, it was all about me. Like, I cut you off.
Yep, wouldn't listen to what I had to say.
Which I got to tell you guys, it's not like it hasn't been done, because it has been done before.
And I also want to tell you guys, just because we cut each other off all the time, it's not because we're not good friends.
Right.
Because we're not listening to each other when we're filming. We're trying, sometimes thoughts pop out. It's not how we handle our typical, if we're having a serious conversation, we listen to one another.
So my question would be, is because the first one was, I cut you off and made it about myself.
About you.
I made it about myself.
Yep.
Right. Second one was basically where I turned around and I was like, telling you to kind of suck it up.
And you're telling me what to do.
And telling you what to do.
So yeah, this is how you need to handle it. There's no like, hey, I hear what you're saying.
There was no sympathy.
There was no listening. There was no sympathy at all.
And then the third one was basically listening to him.
Had empathy for me.
And be like, yo, if you need anything.
You were empathetic, right? You were like, hey, you know, I hear it's a bad day, man.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you a beer might make you feel better.
And the way I look at it is like, that's really, I believe, is the way to be.
Yeah, you need to listen.
I think that's the best way to be.
There's a combination of both, of all, to be honest with you. Not really the non-listening guy.
Yeah, I don't think that first guy.
You're out.
If you have a habit of doing that, You got to work on yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes you could have had a really crappy day, like the person that you're talking to, and you have because we do as human beings often have a like if you say something like a story that you're telling me.
Big fish. Well, my fish was bigger.
And be like, yeah, you know what? I caught a fish, or maybe not bigger, but I mean, just saying to relate. To relate. No, people do that. They want to relate.
It's conversational. There's nothing wrong with that.
But what we were showing you is a little bit different than that. It's basically what we were showing you is that friend's trying to tell the other person like.
You don't matter. You were dismissing.
Don't matter. It's like my day was
dismissing my concerns
than your day.
Exactly right. You were more important than I am, and that's why you needed a beer at the end. And well, I guess I'll take one too if you're gonna have one. But
so if you are that type person that I was in the first one, then I believe you need to change.
Yeah, you need to. And there are times that you're important, and there's times that you need to be like, okay, I need to vent.
Yeah.
Right. But there's times that you need to sit back and listen. Like, you need to be a good friend. You can't expect everybody to listen to what you say and then try and make you feel better.
Right.
There's times that you need to make other people feel better, and that's what's important.
Yes. And then the second one, if you're that type of person that wants to sit there and blame the other, not blame, because it wasn't really blame.
Not blame, but it's like, hey, this is what you need to do. Like, you know everything about my life. You're not in my life. Don't act like you know everything about my life. That's very off-putting to the other person.
Yeah. And
if you want to give somebody advice, first of all, you need to listen to what they're saying, and you need to understand and gain perspective. I think a lot of problems in this world, and especially in friendships, is you don't try and gain perspective. Gain perspective where I'm coming from. Where me, in that situation, getting up my balls, getting my job threatened, and me not hitting my sales quota might be a big deal to me because of financially, it could be really horrible, where for you it might not be a big deal. Gain perspective. See where I'm coming from before you start giving advice, and let me get my point out. And don't make me feel like an asshole for not listening to you. Yeah, you might tell me my tires are bald before, but maybe I don't have money to get my tires fixed.
Right.
So understand where they're coming from before you start giving advice. Now, it's always good to give advice, and sometimes when you're having a bad day, you want to talk to somebody about it. It's important.
That's what I was going to say. I think you could do that second situation in a different way.
Way different way.
Like, you don't have to say, "Well, I told you," but I told you so. That's always a bad thing to begin with. But the second part of that, about the job, could have just been at the end of it after you were done, saying, "Oh, you know what? I meant to tell you, that the plant's hiring again.
Right.
So, think about putting an application in when you get a chance." You could do that in a better way than saying, "I told you to put an application." I told you that.
And I know your boss. I know my boss is dick. I deal with him every day. You don't have to tell me that he's a dick. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's the situation that I'm in at now, which. Not now, but during the skit.
So don't you agree though? I believe that we need to work towards the third guy. I think
right. We kind of progressed towards him.
That you need to sit there and listen to the person completely out, because we all have bad days, and nobody needs, if they're having a bad day, to hear about your bad day.
Right.
It's worse than my bad day.
But now there are some times though, once you get your thing out, to hear somebody else's bad day.
If it's like after that.
Well, that kind of makes me feel better than your life. I think my life sucks. My gosh.
Yeah.
Your life. I don't know.
But don't steal their thunder while they're.
Let them vent.
There's a reason why they have to vent.
Let them vent and get it out. Sometimes a bitch session is a good therapeutic. But be there for each other. Listen to each other. You know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't matter.
No, and I think that. There's a more of a conversation that would happen after that. So after we come to get a beer is when we sit down, and then maybe you can say, hey, this is what you really should think about maybe getting a different line of work. It's so stressful for you. Maybe you can find something else. Maybe I can help you get your resume together. Like, there's ways to do it. Or at that point saying, yeah, I hear you did. My day was shitty too. Yeah. But let me know about your day. Let me hear what happened to you.
Exactly.
Well, all this crap happened.
Yeah. That third scenario could have went to the place where they get the beer, they sit down and say, oh yeah, by the way,
And then you start talking.
Did you ever think about, like, maybe, you remember what I was telling you about the plant, like they're hiring and such? Did you ever think about,
Comes blew my mind a little bit. So the three scenarios, the third scenario after the beer happened could be either one of the two first scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, instead of him cutting me off in the first scenario, he was really a douchebag, the first guy.
Yeah.
Listen, how you let me get everything out, a bit different. But the first guy you let everybody get everything out, and then you say, dude, I hear you, man. My day was shitty too. Because maybe you need to talk about how shitty your day was. And then we'd be like, hey, I need to shitty together.
Shitty day, cheers. But anyway, guys, and realistically, I really believe we all need to always be working on ourselves and seeing our flaws and what kind of a friend we actually are to somebody. Because we should be there for each other. I mean, that's what friendship's about.
And it's important in this life. Like my grandfather always told me three pieces of advice, and I always live by it. He might have just been drunk one day and just gave me this advice. He might have heard it, read it on a T-shirt or something. But he always said, work hard, be a good person, and build really good, strong relationships, because you need people down the road.
Yeah.
And you can't always depend on your family, even though they're there for you. Sometimes you need somebody who's outside the situation, talk to somebody. And I lean on Larry all the time, and he leans on me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we've been friends forever.
Right, exactly.
And that's the reason why we're good together.
Yeah. Remember, no man is an island.
No,
Woman.
right?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're good.
We all need other people to lean on and have relationships with. I hope this helps somebody out.
And if you need a friend, then find one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Like, there's always somebody in your life that you might not think that they're there to listen to, and then you find out they are, and then that's the start of a good relationship, and it builds from there. Like it's not always rainbows and sunshine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody has bad days.
It's not always laughing.
No.
And having the blast. Sometimes, it is about the stress of everyday life or what you're going through at the time. So remember, I think the question to ask yourself is, what kind of friend are you?
That's it.
So until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax. We'll meet you at the lounge.